Hey everyone, Dwayne here. In just a second, you're going to get this screen to where you can see us. Sorry about that. Our logo was up a little bit longer than we expected. I'm Dwayne. This is Gavin, and this is Bronco Wild Outdoors. Got a couple things to talk about. First, a couple things, housekeeping stuff as they call it. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. All kinds of cool stuff coming up, and I think some cool stuff we've already done. If you would like this video and like some of the other videos as well, that helps YouTube spread to the YouTube world our content to other like-minded people. If you like Broncos, off-roading in general, overlanding, cool stuff, right? New adventures, and eventually sort of this travel thing in there, right? Part of our channel, how it adapts when we actually take delivery of our Badlands.
Yep. And the more likes it gets, the more let me read.
Let's start over. All right, go ahead.
The more likes it gets, the more it pops up in people's recommended pages.
That's right. The more YouTube recommends it because they're like, hey, we want them to stay on our platform and they like the video, so let's keep it rolling. So when you hit the like, man, it just starts showing up and we really do appreciate it, by the way. Gavin has his own channel, by the way, and we're starting to build that out, you know, a little bit more. We haven't posted a lot in there, but it's called Gavin's Toy Garage. Real quick, give them a plug, and then let's get rolling with some Bronco news.
Yeah, make sure to go subscribe to that,
because he would love the support. So Gavin's Toy Garage. All right, so the remaining Bronco off-rodeos are open. Unfortunately, we're still 12 is the minimum age. So, but Moab, New Hampshire, Arizona. Nevada and Texas, right? That's it, right?
And I don't really care if I go to an off-rodeo because I'm going to Colorado.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to Supercell West. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. It's going to be fun. We're going to kind of mix some outdoorsy kind of a stuff into one day while we're there. So it's not going to be all Bronco for us, right? We're going to have that one day. We're going to do something fun and obviously film it. So it's part of the outdoors part of Bronco Wild Outdoors. If anyone's watching has received their Bronco yet, I would love to see a comment. I want to hit the comments up here. If you received it, even if you have just the build date and you haven't gotten a delivery notification or anything. Hey, I've heard a couple cases, Gavin. I think we talked about it last week where Broncos, at least 3 confirmed cases where Broncos just showed up at the dealership. So people didn't get a build date. They didn't get, obviously, a delivery date. And next thing they know, they get a call from their salesperson and said, hey, surprise, surprise, your Bronco's here. So that's kind of exciting. It puts pressure on you if you have to get all your finances in order. But we're ready to go in that department. So if we got a call tomorrow, they'd have a check tomorrow. So we're ready to roll. But, our 2021 Badlands, we're holding out for the hardtop, the MIC top. We're holding out for the tow package. And I'm not giving up the 2.7 or the Sasquatch. So, and it's Lux Interior. So we're kind of just
on there with
we're on that list, that naughty list, right? We're on the bad list.
Long waiters.
Yeah, so who knows? And here's the thing. I mean, we now all know the reservation date is not the end all be all. So there's a lot of other decisions that go into that. So we can all accept that now and say, okay, whatever. So I have no idea when we'll get it. I was kind of hoping, like I woke up Thursday, this positive thinky, right? This positive, we're going to get our email today. We're going to get it today. And guess what? We didn't get it because you didn't. I didn't see Gavin sleeps in right now with school, so I would have had to call here, which his mom would have answered and say, wake Gavin up, I got an email, wake up. I know you get up pretty early though, so you're going to go back to school, man.
Yeah,
so we have to, what happens, the lives have to go to maybe 8 o'clock.
So I could get home, do homework, then I'll probably play, and then
Well, no, I mean for Sunday night, because Monday morning you have to get up, so you can't stay up at
uh,
9:53 anymore. Summer break's coming to an end, my man.
go
So
straight.
anyway, Bronco news. If you received your Bronco, I'd love to know about if the neighbors got one. Yeah, there's a few. I'll tell you, I'm happy for everyone that's gotten it. But when I see one posted on one of the social media sites, there, it's just like deflated.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy for them. But I'm kind of just like, okay. So we're just going to kind of hang out, and hopefully it doesn't show up because we haven't started our garage makeover yet. So that's one of the biggest things too, is where you're going to keep your Broncos. Is it going to stay in the driveway, or you're putting it in the garage? If you're putting it in the garage, do you have room for it? It's like most garages, it's full of stuff, right? Stuff we don't, well, maybe you need it, but maybe you don't need it. I don't know.
Like my bike is in a good position because it's right there, and with all the other bikes.
Well,
So, and I ride it pretty much every day.
and by the way, hey, if you could hit, Jessica says the wait is brutal, but it's nice to finally get to drive them off rodeo. Yeah, the off rodeo is awesome. I really love it. And thanks for tuning in, by the way. The off rodeo was great because I'm not going to claim that I know all this stuff about off roading because let's face it, driving a 77 F-150 30 some years ago through the woods here in Eastern Virginia, kind of pulling an old car on its roof. That was crazy. But that wasn't considered off-roading. So I'm new to the off-roading thing now. Fast Mustangs I'm not new to, but this is completely different. I think I said in another video the similarities is the Ford oval and a steering wheel, and it has 4 tires. So the off-roading techniques that you learn at Bronco Off Rodeo is really cool. What I also liked is you have available up to 7 goat modes, and depending on which trim level you're getting, but I was actually driving one with the 7 goat modes. But with the hero switches, you can actually customize slightly. Hey, the pavement ends now. Hello, how are you? Thanks for tuning in again. Nice talking to you, or nice chatting with you, I guess. And hopefully, I don't know if we'll get to see you at Supercell West. We'll be there, so looking forward to it. Here, let's move that around. So the Bronco Off Rodeo was really cool because, I was able to now, when I get my Bronco, I think it's going to be less era. I'm not going to drive on pavement with my lockers in. I think someone's done that already, and they have a service appointment. So, the one thing you learned in off rodeo is even though you're off road, you're in the dirt, you're in the sand, you're on the rock, is equipment management, right? If you don't need the lockers, don't keep them locked in. Only use them when you need them. And so off rodeo really taught me that. It taught me also about trail management, right? Tread lightly. I never really considered. I mean, we're not going to go blazing through the flowers in the wild, but I mean, you really start to appreciate that side of the off-roading. And I had boxed water for the first time. That was amazing. Water in a box. That was the first time for me. Sorry, I don't get out much. And let's see, what else did we learn? Just basically the techniques, right? There's technique and there's technology with the new Bronco. And it was really cool to learn those things. So if you get a chance to go to Bronco Off Rodeo, and hey, they're not asking me to promote it or anything. I'm just telling you and even if you do go off-roading, I talked to someone that was there and he said, hey, he'd learned some stuff that he was doing wrong, mainly about approach. Hey, get your approach right, and a chance of success and not having an accident is really, really good. So it was pretty cool. Can't wait to actually get our Bronco. Our first trip is, where? Where are we going? No, with our Bronco.
Oh.
Where are we going? Where have we talked about?
California.
No, well, that's the second trip. That's cross country thing.
Outer Banks.
We're going to the Outer Banks. So, and you see it, wrong side here, my OBX shirt. We live an hour in 45 minutes, an hour and a half if your mom's driving from the Outer Banks. Sorry, Becky. But yeah, we live, just right down the road. So that's going to be our first trip. Someone took delivery of a first edition Lightning Blue Bronco, and they took a trip to the Outer Banks, I think Hatteras, and I guess they had fun. I really haven't seen any video. I just saw a few pictures on social media. So good for them. And Do we even know where they picked that up from? What dealer?
No.
Was it Cavalier? Yeah.
Hold on there.
You have no idea?
My ears.
Your ears. So where do you get to drive a Bronco this week?
Probably a dealer.
The pavement ends now, so they get to drive a week. Yeah, probably one of the mannequins. By the way, we did a what was that?
Like we did.
Oh yeah. I thought you said something else. So we did a sort of a ride and drive, a ride around. You know, our dealer let us have the Big Ben Area 51 convertible 2.7. We got to have it for a few hours, and it was fun. I really, you know, I've been off road, and in Tennessee, I got to ride, you know, on the trails with the driver. But the one thing now is just being able to drive on the pavement, right, on the roads, which we're going to be probably most of the time, most of us. And it was a pleasure to drive. It really was. I think in Tennessee, we did that 3-mile stretch to the trail and back. But, you know, as a passenger versus a driver, it's a totally different experience. And the fact that was a base with Sasquatch, and we were, and it was 2.7, and we were in a Big Ben, non-Sass Squatch. I'm not going to say Sass.
Non-Sass.
I'll say Squatch.
Squatch.
Yeah, don't say our little tagline. We're working on, we have a pretty cool shirt, by the way, coming up. But anyway, so we were able to drive, you know, all around town. We did an AC review tonight. We posted a video. It said no AC in the Bronco was the thumbnail for the video, and basically we talked about how to properly use the AC. Now I know to some people it's like get in, turn the AC on, and let it roll. But I've heard a lot of these comments about the vents in the rear or under the seat. Well, it's in my opinion, and I'm not speaking for anybody on the engineering side, but it's my opinion that those are really for heat or mixed between defrost and floor heat. It's not for AC. The AC would be the dash vents. And, you know, and you remember how we, hold on a second. What? What? You first.
Earlier you said about shirts. So.
Oh, you want to get a shirt? So anyway, so the dash vents, if you have them blowing directly on you, of course you're going to get cold, and of course if it's cloudy outside, you're going to get cold quicker. But if you turn the vents so they're blowing into the rear, it actually mixes the air in the back and forces the air back forward. It's actually pretty cool. So the Bronco AC, not an issue. Check the video out though. I think it went really cool. Yeah, so, you know, being able to drive the Bronco too, and, you know, you can watch all the videos in the world, you can ride in them, you can look at them, but being able to drive it as you're going to drive it most of the time on the road is really cool. The one thing that was funny is how many people were looking at this thing, you know, like they haven't seen it in a while. Okay, well, there's the front. They haven't seen a Bronco on the road, a new Bronco on the road in a while. Well, what's 96? Was it 1996? June 12th, 96, or is it 94? No, 94 was a bad year for Broncos. This is 96. Here you go. So our little logo on the front, but this is a little bit better on the back. Now, our shirts that we're going to have, I guess, for everyone here is, am I holding that up high enough? Yeah, the merch store. It's not going to have the Instagram and YouTube on the back because, you know, that's just kind of, I don't know, that's for us to wear, I guess. But yeah,
that's us.
Can't wait to get our sweatshirts. But the Bronco off rodeo taught me quite a few things. You know, basically good ownership, right? Stewardship, using a Bronco right, driving it right off road, driving the mannequin from our dealer who Win Ford in Hampton, Virginia here was nice enough to let us do. And if you live in southeastern Virginia and you want to drive one, check out Win Ford in Hampton. They were nice to let us do that.
And thank you. The payment ends now.
Yep. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're trying to, you know, get our name out there. But to being able to drive that Bronco just around town, like if we're going to drive to the store, if you're going to make it a mall crawler for the day.
Mall crawler.
So yeah, ours will crawl all the way to, let's see, Sam's, Costco.
We don't really go
I'm going
to
try to do the first real estate deal in one. So when one of the houses we buy, I'm going to try to cut the deal inside, you know. Just sit in there. That's where we're going to do the deal. We're going to sign the paperwork, and that's it. So I want to do the first real estate deal. And I probably shouldn't have said that. Now somebody's going to do it and say, look, I did it first. But, you know, we flip a lot of houses, so That's kind of cool. The other thing is just driving this to work. We get to use this Bronco in an everyday life, right? And then the occasional trip to the beach, off road, wherever you go. In our case, it'll be the Outer Banks, up and down between Corolla, Hatteras. Let's see, further down, Avon, Frisco. But anyway, we're going the Outer Banks in general. The mountains. So the Shenandoah Valley here in Virginia, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just assuming we're going to have our Bronco before the Supercell East next year. When was that? April, May, or April? Can't remember.
I think it was like May.
But hopefully we'll definitely have it by then, and so we'll drive our Bronco to that. So
yeah. And how long is the flight to Colorado?
Like
7 hours.
Yeah, with the layover, and I mean, if we were flying direct, it would be a lot less. But I think it's about 7 hours where we have to fly to Baltimore and wait a few hours, and then all that. Baltimore.
What is that again?
Baltimore. It's just north of us.
I forgot where that was.
You forgot where that was. Well, man, we pay a lot of money for your school, dude.
Hold on.
You get our money.
I'm going to mouse real quick.
You're going to do that. Hey, by the way, pavement ends now. If you're still here, what do you get to drive? What Bronco do you know the trim level, the engine, or anything about it? One thing that we've noticed, I haven't seen, I don't know if there's any out there, but I haven't seen any hardtop mannequins, thank God, because the tops, I think they're in short supply. I'd hate to see them sitting on a lot, but there may be one or two out there. I don't really know. If you've seen, Jessica, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We have some cool stuff we're working on. We want.
Oh, it's right there.
We want people to really, resonate with our channel and what we get to do. So it's not just talking about Bronco. We didn't get our build date and stuff like that anymore. It's what we get to do in our Bronco. So like I said, a little bit of that work stuff in there just to say, hey, I did it. But the main thing is our trips, Gavin and I, our camping trip, and occasionally my wife and daughters, because I was getting ready to say, let's face it, but you don't know, but they're glampers.
Yeah, they're glampers.
They like, if it's a cabin, it has to have HVAC running, water, big screen TV.
Mm-hmm. It has to have 75-inch TV.
Yeah. Running
water and bathroom.
So Gavin and I are going to do this, camping on the roof type thing, which is kind of cool. The Yakima tent, I really like the Yakima tent, but have you noticed, and I don't know the brands, there's a few other ones out there that are really big. Have you seen them?
Mm-hmm.
The entire footprint of the Bronco. What did I say?
Bronco.
The Bronco.
The Bronc crawler.
The Bronc crawler. There you go. Oh, there's a name for one. Yeah, we're trying to personalize our license plate, and there's a few people here in Virginia that's taken. So they have some really good, ideas already, and I guess they're putting them on another vehicle until they get it and then do the transfer. It's too much paperwork for me. DMV is too much to deal with once, so I'm just going to wait and we'll see what's left over.
Yeah.
So we've had a few Broncos delivered in our area. We've had, let's see, the first edition I know of. There was a Badlands delivered to a dealership over in Norfolk. There was a base delivered over in Newport News. So this is all southeastern Virginia here. And I'm sure there's plenty, but I haven't seen one on the road yet. The closest thing we've seen was the Cyber Orange on the Transporter, and that was kind of cool. We were test driving the Big Ben, and we're driving down a road, and here's a car hauler. Well, actually, he passed it on a side street, and then he passed us, and it's hauling a Cyber Orange. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man, I'm doing all the talking. Here we go. Yeah. Hey, Terrence, we'll have to compare Virginia and California. They might be fighting for the king of the coast type thing.
California might be.
They probably a lot more paperwork out there, I'm sure.
Because and there's a lot more people, so
it might be. So, Cyber Orange, Badlands, Sasquatch 2.7. Wow. Yeah, they are the deadly sins. It sounds like my order, except the color.
The deadly sins.
So and I haven't changed from Area 51. I think just about every video I get on here, we talk about the struggle is real with the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, they see race red and that's it. There's no other color to them, or they see rapid red and that's it, or black or white.
Rapid red and white look really good to me. And the,
you like the white? But see, we have too many white vehicles now.
And antimatter blue.
So we have a white Explorer, white F-250, white Range Rover,
white van.
One of our company vans. What else do we have?
Is that really a company? It is a company.
It is a company van.
It doesn't have a company logo on it.
No, man, we're in stealth mode.
Yeah.
Bad for business, but stealth mode, I guess. But
silent but working.
That's right. So, but yeah, it's, as far as the DMV thing, yeah, I don't want to do all that, but getting back to the color, and Terrence, appreciate you. In California, never seen one. Well, I'm trying to remember on all the social sites if I've seen one. I think there was one. It was the first one delivered or something in California, I believe, or maybe it was somewhere else out West Coast. I have no idea, but hopefully you'll get to see one. And hopefully if you've ordered one, it's yours. But my color, I'm still with Area 51. One thing is I'm afraid because we don't really know the details. I mean, we kind of think we know. If you follow one blog, you think you know until you see an example of someone changing an order and it sped up their build date and ultimately delivery date. Or if you change it at this point, does it back it up at all? Now, obviously, if you add something that is in short supply, it's going to back it up. But does it, would it back mine up if I change the color? So anyway, some people are sold on their colors. They know what they want and that's it. I think if there was any type of green, that would be it, and there would be no question. So when it comes to all the other colors, Area 51 is my deal. I think we have some cool stuff working with that, with the paint scheme. If we stay with Area 51, I have some stuff we're going to be doing to it immediately. It's going to add some different.
Never changed it.
Yep. So it's going to add some. It's going to add some, I guess, uniqueness, if that's it, to our build. So, but hey, we're going to get off of here tonight. We've been here a few minutes. Mr. Gavin's tired. I'm tired, ready to go. Check out our video. The thumbnail says no AC in the Bronco. Check out that video. I kind of put it together in a hurry, and we're going to do a walk around video of a Big Ben. Not too much detail because at this point, we've already, most people have seen at least a Big Ben, and they've seen the interior and the exterior, which let's face it, it's not much different than any other trim level.
Yeah.
But it's a really, I think if you're looking for price, a Bronco, the trim that is equipped for you, and if you are occasionally going to hit off-road, or you get the snow a few times a year or something like that, the Big Ben might be right up your alley.
In Virginia, it's snow every 10 years.
Yeah. If we get snow here, it's like
it's like what?
But for us, the off-roading Shenandoah Valley area in general, the beach, we want the Badlands, so that's what we're holding out for. So, yeah, and there you go. We've all waited. I think at least some of us have waited a long time. I'll tell you. I mean, we've waited what? So just over a year from the reveal, from the launch, and
it's already been that long.
Yeah, July 13th was a year. And now we're
July
how many months? What is this? July. So we're
it's like
6.5 months since we ordered it. Yeah, we put in our order 6.5 months ago. Time flies when you're not driving a Bronco. So
wait, no, it couldn't be in 2021. It was in 2020.
We ordered in January. This January, 6.5 months ago.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we're tempted to, and this is the answer, the pavement ends now, is, I've been tempted to go with the soft top But then our biggest deal, and you've probably heard me say it 100 times if you watched our videos, that we want to do the roof mounted tent. Look, we have a lot of bears around here, and of course, like anywhere else, I guess. But
Well, we hear
coyotes they're like scared of us. Bears, though, But anyway, so we just are going to camp. We're going to camp on the roof of the Bronco. Mm-hmm. So if we get the soft top, then my concern was how long would it be before I get a soft top available to order separately? Because obviously they're trying to get the builds out. So if I get a soft top, then I feel like it would be maybe 2023. I don't know. Maybe it's late 22. But at this point, I don't want to take any chances. So I just want to stick with my order because I see other reservations, first day reservations, similar to my build. There's one that I follow on Instagram. It's a red one up in Michigan somewhere. That's I think, not to cut you off, other than the interior, I think that's my build or our build.
And I get it that they got it really soon because they're in Michigan in maps in Michigan assembly plant.
Well, good observation.
I thought you said closest dealers to or however.
No, I didn't say that. I was saying
to map.
Well, what happens is when they ship them out, if some of these Broncos end up on rail, some are on the transporters, and then they get sent to wherever. If you're going out to California, it's going to take longer than if it left map and went to. All right, Jessica, thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you soon on another video or talk to you soon. No, so if 2 Broncos left map, okay. If 2 Broncos left map and one went to California and one went to somewhere other, in Michigan, Western Michigan, it's going to get to Michigan first. I mean, so I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. I want to soft top at some point. Yeah. I'm kind of worried about some of that stuff as well. I think, soft tops for me is I think there's going to be plenty of options. Not plenty. There's going to be other options. Let me say that. Other options for a soft top. The hard top, though, is unless something changes, it is the deal. Now, I did see maybe it's a rumor, and I don't want to spread those, but I was on a popular Bronco social media page, and they said there was another manufacturer brought in to do the hard tops. I don't know if that's true or not, and maybe the painted tops. I have no idea. I just know that I would prefer to get my MIC top and not a soft top right now. Nothing against soft tops. It's just what we want. Get the MIC top. All right. Hey, we're out. Thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate you. If you would, a couple things for me, or maybe 3 things for us. Do it for him, not me. Do it for him. No. If you would subscribe to our channel, like the video, and check out some of the other videos if you would. And maybe if you have some Bronco friends or off-roading friends, share it with them and let them check out our channel and see what cool stuff we're doing here and what cool stuff we have. We have a few interviews lined up actually, and it's all about dates and availability, and I can't wait to bring those to you. That we will be taping them during the day and then releasing the videos. But I think it'll be very interesting for Bronco fans to at least on one of the interviews, someone you might know. What did you have before we go?
If you're looking for a walk around just of a lot of Super Celebration East, I have a video of that. It's kind of long, but that's on my channel, Gavin's Toy Garage. I have a couple of Bronco videos on there, and yeah, so go check that out.
Yep. So it's let's see, it's 2 videos you did at Super Celebration East this year.
Well, I did more than 2.
How many do we have on your?
Oh, check.
Yeah, I think no. Well, it's 2, right? Yeah. You had one where you just walked around the entire time, and then the other one we did the Cyber Orange walk around. So it's pretty cool. So look, we're really looking forward to get out and venture in our Bronco and do some cool stuff, and hey, give you an honest review. I mean, if we're driving it and something doesn't work right, we'll talk about it. We'll get it fixed, and that's one of the biggest things is letting everyone know. Sorry, we're looking off to another computer here.
I'm viewing my channel.
But and if you have kids and they like
3 videos
to watch
actually.
There you go. Check out Gavin's Toy Garage. Mr. Gavin here. This is his. The only thing I do is hold the camera and maybe a little bit of talking in it. But anyway, we are out. Hey, everyone. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you would. Helps YouTube spread the word. Any last parting words before we go?
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yep.
Turn on post notifications.
Post note. There you go. I forgot to say that. And thanks for all the comments tonight. I appreciate them and look forward to talking to you later. See ya.